Hi everyone, I'm Dani Walker, you are watching Pageant Access, and on today's episode I'm going to explain how Pageant Access all started. Today's episode was actually requested by my mom. She really wanted me to do this episode and explain to you guys why we have Pageant Access and what the idea was behind it. Initially, I started Pageant Access out of convenience. I was always willing to help girls that had questions about NAM because of my love for NAM. I feel like I always have this connection to all the other title holders because we've shared the same journey, and for me, my journey at National American Miss meant so much because I really changed as a person and I went through so much to achieve those titles. I got so many different questions about pageants. I said, you know what I'm gonna do? I am just going to create a real quick little video, and then when people ask me a question, I'm gonna send them the link. I thought I was being so efficient and that this was just gonna be my solve all. I started just obviously recording it on my phone and had trouble articulating my thoughts, and it was really hard for me to film the first couple episodes, and I think that's really evident if you look back at the first few episodes. And then I just let them sit there and I didn't do anything with them. And my mom actually went on YouTube and for some reason looked at them and said, hey, people are commenting on these videos and they have more questions for you. And I said, really? So I logged back on and I said, okay, I'll answer these questions. More and more questions came, and I felt like there was this really big want and need to talk about National American Miss, and not just NAM, but other pageant systems, to kind of show you behind the scenes of what this is all about and answer everybody's questions. So I started Googling YouTubers, and I had no clue that being a YouTuber was a thing. I was just blown away when I found out, oh my gosh, this is actually a job. I just thought, wow, well, that's really cool. Basically, the first year that Pageant Access was, nothing really happened. It was just a dead channel. It wasn't managed or anything like that. I started everything in 2015 to really get things going, and I wasn't consistent for a while. I would just do a video here, a video there, and then I just started to see this growth. When I found out that, like I said, that this was a thing and that there was this demand for this knowledge that I had, I really started thinking about it. And what I realized was that I had all of this knowledge that I acquired from pageants and all of these skills that I learned. And then I would see girls every single year, and they would come and compete at NAM, and they didn't do the best that they could do. And I didn't think it was because they couldn't do the best. I didn't think it was because it wasn't in their capacity to speak well on stage or to be confident. I really thought that it was because they didn't have the tools that they needed. So the idea behind Pageant Access was making pageants accessible to all girls, making the skills that we gain in pageants accessible to all young women, and just sharing about these journeys that we have, and sharing about the inspiring women that we do see in pageants, women that are real role models. And it actually gets me really emotional because growing up, I didn't come from a very affluent family, and I think that's fine. I think that if I can go to bed and I ate and I have a place to sleep at night, then that is more than enough to be thankful for. I think that so many of us take for granted the things that we have, like basic necessities. We get so caught up in the pursuit of materialistic things or in the pursuit of crowns and banners. And I really want subscribers to know and to understand that yes, the purpose of the channel is to help you to accomplish your goal, but I want you to realize that a crown and a sash is a short-term goal. And it is a short-term goal because once you get it, it only lasts a year. Girls, this isn't a lifetime job or a lifetime career. And I want you to understand that that short-term goal is meant to lead you to your purpose. It's meant to lead you to your ultimate goals, your dream job. And that is the purpose behind the channel. That's what I believe that pageants can help deliver to young women. Do I think that pageants are the only medium that can provide this for young women? Absolutely not. There are a lot of other great hobbies and careers and other things that can also produce this for young women. But in my case, pageants are what made a difference for me. So I want to share everything that I've learned with all of you, because like I said, I never came from this privileged background, and for me everything was a struggle. Competing every year left us just strapped for money, and it wasn't just my parents paying for pageants, it was sponsors, it was friends and family members, and I was just begging them, please, please, please support me because I have this goal and I have this dream and I believe that I can do it. And I'll be honest, it was really hard going to pageants for years and sometimes feeling like I didn't win because my parents couldn't afford the couture dress. I couldn't afford to get my hair and makeup done. We couldn't afford to stay at the hotel. We couldn't really even afford to pay for food during pageant weekend. And these are things that nobody saw. People didn't realize that the stuff that I was wearing for competitions was just stuff that I had at home from the Goodwill or borrowed or whatever it was. So I felt that I always had to work a little bit extra harder than everybody else to prove like I am the queen. I had so much acne when I won the junior teen title, and I had people telling me that they really doubted that I could ever win. So I felt like I could never be good enough. I could never prove myself enough to people to show them that I deserved to be the queen. So when I finally did attain that goal, it took years to sink in that I finally had become who I aspired to be, and then I could do so much more. And I hope that you girls see that through pageants, that the pageant is just one step in your bigger picture. Now having pageant access, this has become my passion. This is what I want to do every single day. I love doing these videos for you girls. I just know that there are girls out there that were just like me, who always felt this fire inside of them and felt like they were meant for so much more and knew that there's obstacles out there, girls. Those are the girls that I'm talking to, and I know that you're out there listening, and I know that you're just sitting there and you may not be in the best position in life. You might not feel like you're the prettiest girl or the most talented girl or the most well-spoken, or you may feel like I can't do pageants because I don't have the money. Girls, do not let any of those things stop you from going after what you want to go after. It's possible to overcome, to grow, to become an amazing title holder, to be an inspiration to other girls who need your help. People just see the end product so many times. They just see the crowning and they didn't see the years of hard work, and they didn't see the journey, and they didn't see the struggle, girls. So if you are experiencing that struggle right now, ladies, keep going. Pick yourself up again, experience those losses and feel that defeat, but don't let it ever stop you. I want you to understand that I really believe in teaching young girls confidence and giving them the skills that they need to accomplish these goals. Because years ago, I was that little girl that wanted something so badly, that believed in a dream that nobody thought was possible, and believed in a dream that at many times I lost hope in. I just thought that I was so far behind other girls, and I was always seeking to find what's different about me, what's special about me. If you haven't found what's different or special about you, that's okay. It's your journey. Your time is different from other girls' time. Do not compare yourself to other girls. They say that comparison is the thief of happiness, and I believe that. So if you haven't found what makes you special and unique just yet, wait for it. Keep searching for it. In the meantime, stay busy. Keep dreaming. Stay hopeful. Write down your dreams and your aspirations and work at them. Create a game plan. Figure out the small steps that could lead to that goal. Because a lot of times you're not going to achieve that goal overnight, and it's just because you need to obtain a lot of different skills before you're ready for that. But I'll tell you that when they put the crown on your head, you don't care what it took. You just knew that it was meant to be, that you wouldn't take back 1 second of that hard work. So girls, stay persistent. Ignore the obstacles. Ignore the naysayers. Ignore the people who tell you you can't do something, okay? If you want to do something, you find a way around it. You don't go through the front door. You go through the window. You go through the back door. You break down a wall and you get to whatever you want to get to in life. I feel like this is my purpose, to help encourage you girls, because I didn't have a lot of people behind me telling me that they believed that I could do something. It was a lot of just me staying persistent and me believing that I could do something. And that was really hard, but it's not impossible. I love you all. Thank you for all of your support. I hope that you continue to watch Pageant Access and comment and talk to me and let me know how you're doing in your pageants. I love hearing about all of your guys' journeys and supporting you whenever I can. So thank you so much.